fully and entirely, I invite Source to use this humanly vessel to send a message here. It seems that sometimes we get so caught up in what we are supposed to do, what is right, wrong, in the middle, that sometimes we forget to live in the moment. I realize now that sobriety is not meant to be a forever thing. What I believe sobriety to be is clearing the mind, taking back your power from something that has consumed you far too much, that is consuming you far too much, that now has control over you, the choices that you make, and everything that you do. Sobriety is taking yourself away from something that you have worshipped, maybe so far that it's become an abusive relationship, such as shopping, spending money just because you're feeling sad, overindulging in alcohol, substance, so on and so forth. It's like, what if the whole, what would I call it? The whole cycle of addiction is actually to pull you out of it, to show you your strengths, and then to teach you self-control. What if it's not true that you're never allowed to pick up a drink again? What if you have gone to the extent of life and no longer are you addicted to escape, but instead, when self-control steps in, you learn to trust yourself because you can utilize the same things in a healthy manner to celebrate. But what I think it comes down to is, what is the reasoning? What is the root of why you choose substance, alcohol, whatever it is that feeds that thing inside of you, that craving for pleasure? See, it seems as though a lot of times we are trying to escape painful feelings. But once we've learned how to feel painful feelings, we've learned how to alchemize what once controlled us, as in fear. The illusion of fear is controlling so many minds out here. So many minds out here. And I constantly think about like how much power the people have that create this control, this fear. All I'm saying is, what I'm learning here and now in my journey is that my addiction was never to substance. My addiction was to escape. Now that I'm at a point in my life where I don't choose to escape tough feelings, tough situations, I know how to sit in difficult things because I have taken the time and the effort and the space and the attention to teach myself new coping methods that probably weren't around or easily as accessible to my parents, who taught me how to be for a good portion of my life. You always have freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. And for myself, having freedom of choice, my choice is to live in the moment. If I feel like having a drink on a hot summer day, I know that I can trust myself not to get carried away, because I know how good it feels to be me, this present, alive, loving self. And the way that this life I live now feels, I would never sacrifice that for something that I know does not serve me. And so that's my message today. Because I know what it feels like to relapse and to go in a shame cycle and to go into the deep darkness, deepest waters, and feel stuck there, like I've done something so wrong. But shame is actually a teacher. And maybe it's just waiting for us to ask some questions. Why it's present, what parts of ourselves we may have offended, where we can grow from this, what we're meant to learn from. You know what I mean? Everything in life is a training course, as long as you see it as a training course. Life doesn't have to be so difficult. It can be a classroom every single day. I don't know. Cheers to that.